In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to paint this Blackberry with the basic watercolor techniques. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel. If you like to learn closely with me, join us on Patreon for the ad-free and complete learning center with references and interactive learning classes. Let's begin this lesson. One is red, one is black. Use two hands to see how these two shapes occupied the whole page. You can move this one a little bit lower if you want to, but you definitely don't want this to be the same level as the red, right? So keep a little bit angle, probably a good idea, isn't it, right? Like this. And also down over here, we're gonna throw a little bit, some of those are small shapes. So kind of give a little bit texture and also give a little bit balance to these two heavy shapes. So give a little bit thinking and think about where there's the left side of the Blackberry. Okay, I'm gonna have it like this. I think that is a good idea. I'm gonna just put anything over here. That's good enough. And this side, and right over here, and this side, the red Blackberry right here. Give a little time to think about to make the decision. Always some member asking what paper you use, so you can see. This the same kind of paper that I have been using is from Meeden, and this is 12 by 16. I'm gonna look for the middle one right over here. Can you see it? Right over here. There's the one right in the middle. I'm gonna look for the middle one, and about here, right there. Something like that. And then from here to the bottom one is right over here. Okay, like this. I know it takes patience. A lot of things nowadays, it takes patience. And here, coming down to see how to divide them. There's another piece over here, another piece. Okay, that's good enough. Over here, I'm gonna paint the location of the stem. So I'm gonna take a look at that. The right side of this shape is almost like a little bit less, close to halfway, and just a little bit less. I'm gonna put that right in here, like a little bit lower, and then the middle over here, just a little bit lower than the midpoint. Divide it into like a third from here to here, going through all the way here. Okay, that's good. Like that. There's a little highlight over here. Okay, here you go. Like that. The next thing we're going to define the color balance. Look at this berry. It's have a kind of form turning over. Can you see that? Turning over. You can see this, the highlight over here is the lightest because it is right at the corner. I'm going to have a little bit the blue color and have a little bit blue. So I'm going to have this. From here down, it's not going to be that white, the highlight. It has some kind of, can you see that right here? I'm gonna have this color in. So just is mentally remind myself it's not as a this side like this. I'm gonna have that over. I'm gonna keep that. This can be a little bit blue too in the highlight. Now it give me a bit of reminder, and like a mental reminder. You see that? So I can have that a little bit blue color to the highlight too, like that. Okay, so this even have a little bit blue color over here too, a little bit blue color over here. Let's do that. Okay, a little bit over here. That's good. Like that. Perfect. Okay. And onto this side. Oh, this is actually good. We can just this. I have a little bit blue over here to the highlight. And a little bit blue to the highlight. Okay. Okay. That's good. Like that. And now I'm gonna just put some red color right in here. Can you see it? Now I'm gonna start the red and the red shade blue color. So I'm gonna have that. And use the biggest brush that you have and put it over here. And let the color merge. That's totally fine. And okay, a little bit over here too. And a little bit color over there. And you see, everything looks as quite light right now. I have to make it very dim first. And get a little bit red here. A little bit more red. This is good. Now I'm gonna have that right here. Okay. And can we make everything look dimmer? And at this point, I'm going to get away from this side. Except that we need to lift up a little bit highlight here, which is make this a little bit dry. I'm gonna have that, and I'm afraid that after have it dry, it may be difficult to revise this highlight. So also, I don't actually drag, but I can tap the space. Okay, don't drag it because it's going to damage the surface of the paper. Okay, that's just good. Nothing wrong with that. We can keep it over there. And here we also tap on this right here. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, take care of the surface of the paper like we take care of our skin, right? Okay, this is good. Let's move over here. Let that dry a little bit first. I'm gonna take the red, put it here, and a little bit more intense. Now I'm gonna start from here. You see, right here. And then have the color down over here. I'm gonna go a little bit faster this way. I'm gonna have it on this side. So see the highlight. I come back to fix the edge of the highlight a little bit later. So you see this coming move over. And actually, so often when you paint watercolor, you need to feel a little bit more control over the brush, over your tools. And I want to remind our member we have a Chinese brush art club every Wednesday afternoon 1 p.m. and you can get more information on what is going on, how the club has been working on practicing and learning on our chat channel. Just go to the club chat channel, and if you have any questions, you can contact Catherine and or other member in the club. Okay, and okay, this is good. I'm gonna have that a little bit light over here too. Have that a little bit softer. Beautiful. And yeah, keep going. Okay, that's good. That's a little bit shade and the gap over here. Okay. This darker. That's good. Here you go. I'm gonna have just a little bit tiny lighter. Just take a little bit lighter form, lighter paint, put it in here. Okay, that's good. like that. Also, the edge looks like a little bit lighter too, like a little bit more like a reflected from the surrounding. I'm gonna put that. Yeah, that's good. Right there. You go like that. Beautiful. Now, okay. Now I'm gonna come back over here. See, I'm gonna surround by surrounded the highlight. That's good. Okay. And the bottom over here also have a little bit light. Okay, like that. Here you go. Okay. And this shape. That's good. Right there. Look, if you need more time, look carefully before you keep going. Now, here, there's the edge over here. I'm gonna have a lot darker. Let's put the darker, thicker paint in here too. Okay, the bottom over here now is to have a little bit more like a purpleness color. But I'm going to have a little bit thicker paint. It's still a little bit wet, so I'm going to have that coming over here. And here you go, like that. Okay, here we go. There's a little highlight right there. That's good. And we have a different watercolor technique, can take care of different things for different purpose. So we're going to talk about the lifting, we'll talk about the overlay, and the lifting is going to work really importantly through this. Now I'm going to use a little bit like a purpleness color, so I'm going to get a little bit more bluish and mix it into here. So I'm going to have that a little bit on the edge here and the bottom over here. And here you go. Don't forget there's a highlight. Let's take the red, very dark, surrounding the highlight. That's good. Okay, now coming over here and blend it in. That's beautiful. And look at that. That's the, yep. I'm gonna have a little bit thicker. Okay, that's good. Right there. A little bit over here. And actually this, and the bottom over here. And I'm gonna just do a little lifting right a little bit over here. Now there's a part of this segment. Okay, like that. That's just good. We can do a little bit more later, right? So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this, the red shade blue color, and take the red and mix it into, okay, this is good. In the top over here, that's one. Can you see this one? About right in here. You can see that this is quite dark. Is probably not this dark. Okay, I'm gonna see. Okay, maybe not this dark because affected by the color next to it. It may not be this dark. I'm gonna just use the red, mix it into here, mix the red into here. Okay, that's good. A little bit more red. There we go. Look at that. That's right here. I'm gonna leave a little bit light right there. So on this side, okay. So little by little, it would all come together. Okay, you need to be patient. I'm gonna have this, the whole thing, to become red. And I can have that, the highlight right in here. And then over here, there's a one segment. I'm gonna have that a lot more red. Here you go, right here, like this. And then the top over here, the highlight onto here, and here you go, like that. And I'm gonna have a little bit more blue color, make it a little bit tiny darker. And but, oop, don't want it to be too dark. Okay, I'm gonna have just the red. I'm gonna take a look at the red. I want to see like a little bit more like a glowing, translucent feeling. Okay, almost there. Almost got all the pieces together. Right now, coming here, push it down, roll over, and I'm gonna have that little gap. See a little big gap, a little bit lighter. That's good. And down over here. There we go. Okay, pretty good. Like that. And a little bit. I have a little highlight there too. That's good. A little bit highlight over here too. Okay, that's good. Oh, almost done. I'm gonna have a little bit darker right here. Just have a little bit tiny blue into it. A little bit tiny blue over here too. So this is good. We'll come back to this in a bit. Oh, before I walk away from that, I'm gonna have a little bit more the yellow mixed into this blue and the red, and you see it become the brown color, right? So I'm gonna put this color in here too, like that. The whole stem a little bit dimmer, like that. That's good enough. But that and the bottom almost like dry already, so I'm gonna actually also have a little bit of this color, put it in the bottom, the cast shadow right here. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Okay, wonderful. I'm gonna have that little bit more blue, and this is the very bright, the blue color right there. And on this side, and I'm going to use just a little bit tiny red over here, like that. Okay, that's good. And I have that a little bit softer. I'm gonna just clean the brush, just move this out a bit. Okay, that's good. And maybe a little bit too much over here, so I'm gonna light it up a little bit. Perfect. Right, that's good. Softly. Okay, softly. Like that. Softly. That's just good. Now I come to the inside over here. I'm gonna have that a little bit darker. Yeah, we're gonna come back to make it even darker, but no, we don't have to, you know, do too much at once. Okay, we're gonna do that another step. Okay, that's good. That's good. Cast shadow, we have enough. Now we're gonna coming back to the Blackberry. It has blue, has red, have a little bit more like a purplish, right? Let's see. So this is too much water, so I'm gonna take this, remove that, A little bit too much. So here we go. And we're gonna just also go through that one from the top to the bottom, and then we're gonna come back to adjust the different color later. Okay, so I'm gonna take that and quite a bit of blue, the green shade blue too. So I'm gonna take a look at this, and the two blue together. Take the red from the side over here. That's good. Okay, a little bit more blue sometimes a little bit more red. Now I'm gonna start it from the top over here. How's that? I'm gonna start over here and see how you're gonna lay the brush. Beautiful. Coming all the way down over here. There's one piece. Push it down a little bit. And alright. What's the next thing? Right here. Push it down and drag it. And coming all the way here. This is good. So this side this is a little bit darker, right? Now I'm gonna use two different calligraphy brush. So that way, one is just using the soften. So I'm gonna just rotate it between two different brush. I'm gonna have this a little bit softer, and here you go. That's good. A little bit coming up over here. See this a lot better. So I don't have to clean the brush and reload the brush. That's just good, like that. On the other side, just use and just a little bit softer right over there. That's good. And that's good. That's coming here. And we can change the color a little bit on, so we don't have to use that all the accurate color. And it could be a little bit too much to thinking about at once. Okay, here we go. And then over here, a little bit darker. And then over here, you see that shape. Like that. This is the dark color. Push it down a little bit harder. Here we go. Put it over here. You can see a different tone, different value. Okay, that's just good. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna have just this side have a little bit more like a red into this. So I'm gonna mix that right here with the red shade blue color with the red. So we're gonna have a little bit more like purplish, warmer color, like right here. That's good, right there, and here too. Okay, right over there, and then down over here, have that. Okay, a little bit more blue, just a little bit blue. Yeah, here you go, right there. That's good. Okay, and on this side, a little bit red too. Okay, right here. That's good. And keep going. I'm gonna come back here with the dark color. Keep going. And all the way down. Need to touch it this. All the way down. Okay, that's good. All the way down over here. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna have this out. And then over here. Okay, that's good. Coming down this way. Have a little bit more blue, brighter blue color. And see that? Just put it right here. Perfect. And coming on this side. Okay, a little bit darker than that. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna come back, use the dark color, the blue and the red. Okay, take a look at from here. Okay, perfect. And coming over here, here you go, like this. And coming to the top over here, this is great. Now I'm going to switch the brush. I'm going to have that a little bit more red. I'm going to come onto this side, a little bit tiny more red. The red shape, blue color, and the red. Here you go. And I'm going to take a look at this shape. Yeah, that's good. A little bit tiny more red. Perfect. Now coming into more red on this side. Okay, a little bit more red. Here we go. Let them to merge together. A little bit more red over here too. And over here. That's good. Onto this side, a little bit darker. And come back over here. Oh, this can be a little bit more red here. Okay, here we go. A little bit more red. Okay, this is good. And then we'll keep going on to this side. Let's just come back a little bit later. So get the blue and the red. Keep mixing the dark color. Okay. And here you go. Now I have a little bit gap over here. Also I have a little bit highlight over there. And coming down. This is great. Okay, take a look at that. And this going down. Coming a little bit over here and coming down right there. And now see, this is darker. And put back the dark color a little bit more. And take a look at the middle over here. And onto this side, we'll take care of both sides. And here we go. Like that. That's good. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to have the gap over here too. And like that. And coming over here. Now I'm going to use this brush. Have just take the blue color. Take the blue color. Take a look at over here. Okay. Have a little bit red into that too. So it will be on this side. A little bit more red. And here you go. Connect that down. And connect that down over here. I'm gonna have a little bit tiny blue. You can have the color like not totally mixed well. You can have the color like softly connected and together. Think that the top over here have one shape over like this. Very good. Wonderful. And we can have a little shape onto this side. And then we can have, okay, this dark color coming a little bit more in here. That's good. Now I'm going to have a little bit tiny blue. Okay, a little bit tiny blue right here. A little bit softer in the edge. Okay, that's good. Like that. I'm going to have a little bit more brownish color. Let's get the yellow into here. There's a little bit more brownish right on the top over here. So this is good. Okay, now it looks pretty interesting already. And here you go. Now, overall, we have already done it. Now I'm gonna take a look at the cast shadow, and then coming back to fix things. And then we need to use the flat brush. I'm gonna make that a lot better. I'm gonna have that cast shadow. Okay, I'm gonna clean the brush. Now soften this in here. Alright, now I'm gonna soften the edge a bit. Okay. Now coming onto this side. Just have the blue color. Have the little bit brighter blue color. Extend it. Okay, that's good. Okay, in the middle over there, we can have a little bit darker, have a little bit more like brownish color. Okay, here we go. Okay, take a little bit blue over here. That's right. Okay, right there. A little bit, basically a little bit more like gray color. That's simple. Yeah, extend it a little bit. Take a look at the whole painting. Now, I'm going to take this flat brush. Now I'm going to take a look at, first start from looking at the cast shadow. Okay, use the side way like this, and it's very easy to soften the color. Okay, I'm going to have that, soften that. Like a 40-50 degree kind of direction. Okay, that's good. A little bit softer here, a little bit softer here too. That's good. And over here, I'm gonna soften that. That's good. Soften that a little bit. And it's a lot easier to do this after you drive, actually. Okay, now coming back to the red side over here. And I'm going to, we did a little lifting over here, but you can lift it again if there is some area need to be lighter. So over here, the highlight over here, I'm going to just use this side of the corner. See that? I can light it up a little bit more. Okay, that's good. This is called adjusting. I see this this step in the process very important. Over here, this corner, I'm gonna have this shape coming in a little bit tiny more, just like that. Not all the brushes can do this effortlessly, so you have to have some brush here that will be able to grab the paint and remove it for you. Okay, like that. That's good. And take a look. And here on this side, a little bit. And also for watercolor, so easy for you to add lots of color in. But when you feel like that this is the whole area, the whole painting is a little bit too heavy, that means, and lifting, it should be in order. All right, that's good. A little bit light over here. And see that after the lifting, everything looks a lot better. Right, I'm gonna have a little bit over here. I'm gonna adjust the color. Not just taking in, also adding in. And that's good. That, and take a look at over here too. Take a look in this side, a little bit darker. But also going to soften that, merge that into the whole area. That's good. Okay. Okay, this is good. That's good. And that need to be a little bit lighter, smoother over here. That's good. Like that. Keep doing that. And soften that. Alright, don't over soften. But if you see something supposed to be a little bit lighter before you're going back. So over here, the edge over here need to soften too, right? And this side edge is just making that so easy. Okay, that's good. Okay, take a look. And over here need to be softer. Okay, perfect. Okay, and on this side need to be softer, lighter too. Okay, that's good. And under here need to have this light all the way coming here, like that. Okay, that's a lot better already. And take a look at that. I did not do anything over there, so I'm gonna also at this time I'm going to add some really deep color into that. Again, this very watery, the pink. Okay, if you need to, you can just we mix the color or even clean your palette. Okay, over here I'm gonna have this the deepest color right over there. Okay, that's good, right there. Okay, and then I'm gonna use just a little bit softer. Yeah, here we go. Okay, that's good. A little bit deeper. I'm gonna have a little bit brown. So brown got to have yellow and red and blue together. Okay, here we go. Gonna mix that in here. Okay, that's good. Perfect. Now, all right. I'm gonna take a look on this side. I'll also do a little bit softening and a little bit called adjusting, right? Okay, and the next step, you're gonna see that very easy. Okay, so you have to prepare that. Prepare the settle tint. Like over here, I'm gonna have this a little bit lighter, just the reflection side. Okay, that's good. And that's just fine. And over here, I'm gonna have this coming in a little bit tiny more. That's good. Like that. Okay. A little bit more gradient. Okay. Also keep that freshness if you can. So if you're over lifting, it could be killing the freshness. Okay, that's good. Over here, take a look. That's pretty good. And over here, pretty good. And I'm gonna add that red shade blue color in here. Okay. Put that in here too. I'm gonna have on this side a little bit darker. Can you see this a little darker? Okay. And I can see that a little bit red and put it in here. Okay, that's good. And over here too, a little bit red over there. And of course, up over there, I'm gonna take a look at. There's a little bit too much red going in, so need to be a little bit blue. Just have the other side of the flat brush using the blue color, put it in. Okay, that's good. Like that. And that highlights too light. You can soften that a little bit. Okay, and the top over here, that's also important to make a little bit more clean. And that's a little bit too much. So in case that you making some area a little bit too dark or too dirty, if you feel like, and clean up just the corner of this brush, just a few times. Now see that, and after it dries, it's going to be ready to add the deepest color, and then the painting will be great. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to have that a little bit softer, add a little bit red into it. It's good. And take a look at inside. The highlight over here also have a little bit blue color over here. That's good. Over here, the tip, a little bit more blue. Okay, here we go. A little bit more. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And soften that a little bit over here. So the highlight is not flat, the highlight is curved. So you have somewhere a little bit lighter, somewhere a little bit. And I can see the highlight over here can be a little bit dimmer. Yeah, and here you go. And you can also expand or change the shape of the highlight. Okay, over here, down a little bit more. It's good. like that. Okay, on this side, I'm gonna just soften that the edge a little bit. So don't want that the reflection light a little bit too hard. So that's good, right there. And on this side too, you can just use this corner of the brush. You can see that you can lift up a nice reflected light. Okay, that's good. Actually, pretty good. And here, I'm gonna have this a little bit softer. Have some dark color come into the corner over here. Okay, that's good. You know, the next step is we're going to fine tune, and then the painting will be great. Over here, I can have that in a little bit more the reflected, but the color need to be a little bit more cooler. Okay, here you go, like that. That's good. And on this, I have a little bit more blue over here. Gonna put that in over here, richen the color. And I decided to have a little bit more blue. Okay, just have a little bit blue. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put that into those area before we going into the last one. I'm gonna have that a little bit more richer blue color. Okay, here you go, like that. Okay, that's good. Give it a little bit more consistency too. That's good. Great. And this way, on the same side of the form, it has some similarity more on this side. Okay. That's good. All right. And let it settle. And take a look at the top, bottom over here. There's some water that's over here. I can also soften that. Okay. Now I'm gonna come back. We start working on this side. I'm gonna clean the brush. Okay. Now I'm gonna start from the top. I'm gonna get this finish. Okay. Get the red color. And actually the top over here has a little bit more like in the kind of orange color. Okay, I'm gonna light it up a little bit. You can make the calligraphy brush as a flat brush, and it's a lot easier to lift up the color. Okay, and now I'm gonna just take a little yellow color. There you go. And put it on like that. Very nice. Over here too, I can just put that color right on top of that. That's good. I'm gonna come in over here to zoom in. I'm gonna take the bright red color. Here you go, right over here. And coming in. That's good. And then take a look at right here. Now, a little bit on this side, like this over. And here you go. That's good. Okay, and then on this side, and have a little bit, feel like a little bit reflection. I'm gonna come on to this side and put a little darker color. You see that? A lot better. And I'm gonna soften that a little bit. It feel like a little bit is translucent and also reflected because it has a little bit more reflection light, right? So I'm gonna keep going with this and take a look at this shape. This need to be all the way here. Okay, take a look at on this shape and have that in a little bit like that. That's perfect. Have this shape. Take a little bit red. Yeah, here you go. A little bit shape. And this way. Very nice. Okay, coming over. And also how you feel is very easy to transfer into your painting. For example, if you think about happy, and if you keep think about a happy feeling, and your painting would look more like I actually see the happiness in there. It's just very interesting. If you are really sad, and your painting would look sad. And the same thing over here in the painting. You think about translucent, you keep that mind, keep that thought in your mind. And then in the middle over here, we're gonna have a little bit more orange color. I'm gonna take the yellow. You can see that right here coming down. And also when you think about translucent, you keep looking for the evidence for translucent. I'm gonna get the red color. Okay, here we go. Right here. Here we go. Like that. And the bottom over here, a little bit more red. Let's see. That's good. Taking that color, the darker red color coming down over here. That's good. Perfect. Now coming onto this, cut a little bit off. And that's here. That's good. And this good. And you can have that coming in a little bit softer. Okay, at the bottom over here, I'm going to have a little bit more like purpleness color. And I'm going to have that a little bit more purplish right here. Okay, now coming on to this shape. But first, the red over here need to be higher. There, here you go. Like that. And coming on to this side. Okay, is a little bit softer, like that. And now on the other side, a little bit more red. But almost like the darkest color is just the red color. So, especially for most of them, okay? So you don't want to add the black color, and you don't want to add the blue color too much, okay? So over here, a little bit softer, like that, coming down a little bit over here. Have the color coming up a little bit, and the edge over here, a little bit softer, like that. Perfect. Right. So a little evidence, it would transfer your feeling into the paper, onto the paper. What did I say? Can be into the paper. No, should be just onto the paper, right? Into the painting. Okay, this is good. Like that. And take a look at on this side. A little bit red on this side. That's good. And have a little bit more purplish color onto here. And then the red color over here. Like that. And then a little bit darker. Okay, that's good. and then connect that over here. Yes. And keep going. Almost there. Here you go. Here you go. And that have a little bit more yellowish. You can see that a little bit more yellowish. Okay. That's good. That I'm gonna have the red color coming onto this side. Okay, that's good. We're gonna add a little bit dust over here on the table, and so we can create a better balance. So I'm gonna have this. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have that a little bit over here. This is just wet, but it's okay, like that. And have a little bit over here, and we decided to have also a little bit more, like say, and maybe a little bit longer, like that. And have a little dust. Okay, that's good. Have a little bit over here, and maybe have one over here. So just to create some feeling of something going on over here. So this have a little bit catch the shadow. Have a little bit tiny more blue, like that, and see the same kind of direction. Okay. I think this is pretty good. And I'm gonna have a little bit dark color coming over here too, like that, a little bit darker. Like this. Okay, it's good. And this shape, a little bit darker here too. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna have a little bit more red in the top over here. See that? That's good. Yes. Finish. If you enjoyed this, please give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends. Come to join us on Patreon to access all our member benefits. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I'm looking forward to meeting you in our next relaxing videos.